Jim? Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your travel god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a Saturday afternoon video. Right here, on the former home of the Gilmore Chronicles, now known as the Shadows Lair 2.0. And this is episode number 103 of the Shadows Lair 2.0 series. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down there. You know where it is, inside of my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. So do it now, subscribe to my channels, all down below in the description box. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet, leave a comment on this or any one of my videos on my respective channels, in the past, the present, and in the future, Conan. But don't leave stupid comments, you get sent to the Shadow Realm and beaten severely, and never be seen from again, because Ozzy and Saint will eat your goddamn stupid soul. And that's it, you're done. And if you don't like it, too bad. Go cry me a river, you little baby bitches. Share the video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap and slap that bell to turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one, because if you miss the next one, you're fucking SOL. You fucking know what that means. If you don't know what it means, you need to get slapped in the face because you're a piece of shit. Simple as that. If you don't know what it means, too bad. If you missed the video, too bad. Go cry me a river. And that's that. And for our newbies out there, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice tasty cold one. I got a Gatorade because I just had breakfast. So, that's that. So, grab yourself a nice tasty cold one, put your smelly, stinky feet up, and enjoy the show. You like it? Great. You know, suck my ass and go fuck yourself. Pretty much go fuck yourself. And that's that. Let me move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, really quickly on your Saturday afternoon, January the 31st, 2026, the final day of the first month of the new year. We start the short month of February tomorrow. And before you know it, we'll hit March. And Easter is pretty much about, I was going to say 6 weeks away, but it's a couple months away. About 6 to 8 weeks away from Easter already. We talk about Easter here on my show. And that's that. But have a great weekend. Be safe, be well. It's still cold as balls here in the Northeast. What are you going to do? But if you're in the Carolinas, back down the hatches for that bomb cyclone. Thankfully, it's not coming up here tomorrow. Thankfully. We're not going to get anything except wind. And that's it. Maybe next weekend we get a little bit of snow. But even that is a pipe dream right now. It's like almost a week away, so who knows. But, you know, February's coming and we're going to get a lot of snow, most likely, here in the Northeast. Hopefully not by the time we hit March. And then the clock turns forward, we're going to get warmer weather, hopefully. But we'll see. You never know in March. And that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, really quickly, we got the Royal Rumble coming up, so it is time on episode 103 of the Shadows Lair 2.0 series for your official 2026 Royal Rumble from Saudi Arabia. Predictions. Royal Rumble comes your way today from the Riyadh Season Stadium at King Abdullah Financial District. That new stadium they built in like a month. Looks pretty good. The stage was great for SmackDown yesterday. So we're doing it again today. In the land of sand, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Alright, so the road to WrestleMania 42 begins. And it should be a great show. We have 4 matches on the main card, but they added 2 matches where we're not going to see them because they're dark matches. So, we have the New Day of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, along with I Did It, Grayson Waller. They take on the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, along with Shinsuke Nakamura. Should be a pretty interesting match. I'm going to go with the Motor City Machine Guns and Shinsuke to get the win in a match. That's not going to be seen. Why? Don't know. Go figure that one out. Another match we will not see, because it's a dark match. Non-title match, the Wyatt Six. Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy taking on the champions, the MFTs, Solo Mibuki and Tama Tonga. I assume Jason Mateo will be there, Julio, and and Tanga Loa. Sayonara, sucker! They'll probably be there ringside. I'm going to go with the MFTs to win, because this thing is never going to end until the Wyatts get their lantern back, which may be by WrestleMania. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But that's the dark matches. Let's get to the main show, and let's not waste any time. Alright, we'll do the men's and women's Royal Rumble last. The women's Royal Rumble will start the show. But let's get to the singles matches. And really the big one I want to talk about is AJ Bad Hair Styles taking on Walter and possibly AJ's final match in WWE. He debuted at the Royal Rumble in 2015 or 16, and he possibly could end his career where he debuted about 10, 11 years ago. So, and his contract ends pretty much at midnight tonight. So, doesn't look good for AJ, so I'm going to go with Walter to once again kill another career. He's basically Randy Orton 2.0, the Legend Killer 2.0. So he's going to end another career. So sadly, we were going to see the end of AJ Styles' career. I hope he comes out to that Ring of Honor theme he had back in the day. But we're not going to hear that, because, you know why? Tony Khan will, be really mad. Please do not use that theme! Go snort another thing, you know. Or maybe not, because your ratings are actually doing better than Tony Khan, so don't snort the cocaine. That's all you gotta do. Don't snort the cocaine, put on some banger matches and banger shows, and you got a winner. You're gonna get close to 1 million soon. But then again, that's, foreshadowing. But we'll see what happens this week. Actually, we'll see what happens tonight. On Collision, we got Tommaso Ciampa and Mark Briscoe for the TNT title. I hope they give Ciampa the title. But knowing Tony Khan, they don't give people the title on their debut match. But, we'll see. But like I said, Walter will defeat AJ. But there is a chance that AJ beats Walter, and then Walter and AJ, who are in the Royal Rumble match, I think Walter will throw out AJ, and then they have a third match, which will be the retirement match at WrestleMania. But we'll see. But I think that we're going to go with AJ retiring today, and that's pretty much it. We move on. So, AJ, thank you for the memories, and I met AJ a couple of times in Ring of Honor. I actually have the picture somewhere on my Facebook page. And I have his autograph somewhere, too, when he was in Ring of Honor. I was actually at his last match in Ring of Honor. And Samoa Joe's, too. I think it was the same actual show. How great is that? And that was a TV taping, too. No, it was Best in the World 2015. I think it was Best in the World 2015 where Jay Briscoe and Jay Lethal went wild, and then I think it was the next day was the TV taping. So it might have been later in the year, but I forgot what year it was. Anyway, 15, 16. Anyway, before AJ went to WWE, and he was in New Japan, then went to WWE. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I was there for his last match in Ring of Honor and Samoa Joe's as well before Joe went to NXT. So, we got that. But, yeah, Walter will defeat AJ, and we're going to be sad. We're going to be crying up a storm. So, that's that. Alright, then we go to the undisputed WWE title match. We have Papucho Drew McIntyre taking down the homeland man, or the hometown boy, Sami Zayn. Sami hasn't beat Drew. He's undefeated in the Land of Sand in Saudi Arabia. So, you'd think he would win, right? Wrong. Drew McIntyre is going to beat Sami. I know there might be a riot. I don't give a shit. But there's a slight chance that Sami loses the match, but still could get to WrestleMania and possibly win the title from Drew or whoever if he wins the Royal Rumble, which is like a 5% chance. But we'll see what happens with that. So, Drew will retain the Undisputed title. And that's that. Alright, now, we got the Royal Rumble matches. The women matches has just started. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to the feed in a little bit. and the when I do my review, I'll announce who comes out number 1, number 2, some surprises. There's a rumor that Brie Bella might show up today. I hope not. Tiffany Stratton will hopefully come back at number 30, but we'll see. So the women's match, we got Io, Mommy Rhea Ripley, the women of the Judgment Day, all that. Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Lexi. I think the final 2 are going to come down to Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair. And I want Liv to win. She's been in every Women's Royal Rumble match. Always never, she's a bridesmaid, never a bride. And I think we're going to get another year that Liv does not win. So I'm going to go with Bianca Belair to go to WrestleMania, possibly face Jade. I'd love to see that. And I think Liv will win the Elimination Chamber. So we got that. Let me move on. As far as the men's go, we got Oba Femi in it. And also with the women, JC Jane, so Ruka, I think, will be in the match as surprises. But we'll see what happens with that. For the men, Oba Femi's in it. I think, Trick Willie's in it. If anybody from NXT will be in it, probably Ricky Starks. I would love my cousin Tony D'Angelo to be in it. Maybe Kiana Carver. I know that's a long shot, but, anything can happen. I don't think Jericho shows up. I know people like, Jericho's going to be number 30. No, I think it's going to be Roman. Roman's going to be number 30 because they're saying a short little time in the Rumble, which I hope does not mean that he gets eliminated real quick. That would be really bad. But we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to go with Roman, my tribal chief, to win. Braun Breaker is another favorite to win. I mean, if Braun wins, great. But if he doesn't win and Roman wins, I see Braun going to the Chamber and winning that. And then maybe we get Roman versus Drew, Roman versus Cody, Roman versus somebody. Roman's going to be at Mania somehow, some way, hopefully in a title match. But, rumors are saying that he's not going to get a title match at Mania, so who knows? But I think the heavy favorite is Roman, and second heavy favorite is Braun Breaker. So I'm going to go with Roman or Braun to win the Rumble, and there's an outside chance that Sami Zayn wins. That's all I'm going to say about that. So that's pretty much my predictions for that, and we move on with that. And we move on. Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't need anything. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with the men's and women's Rumble. The women's Rumbles are just about to start. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, leave me your predictions for the Royal Rumble down below in the comment section. And like Trick Willie would say, let's talk about it. And that's it. We'll probably talk about the Rumble later tonight. Later today, after the Rumble, we'll talk about TNA and then Ring of Honor. And then we'll, maybe if I get some time, we'll talk about the Rumble. And then tomorrow, we will talk about Collision, and then maybe if I don't get the Royal Rumble video up tonight, we'll do it tomorrow. And then that's pretty much it. So, lots of videos coming today. Please hit that bell for a whole lot more. And that's it. Also, I am doing another video later. I'm doing a lot of videos today. I'm doing this video after the Rumble. I'm doing another tribute video because we lost, if you watch Sanford and Son, for those people that are like my age, Lamont, who is the son of on Sanford and Son, he passed away today. So I'm going to do a tribute video to that on my Metal Guy channel because we lost Catherine O'Hara yesterday at 71. And today we lost Lamont from Sanford and Son. So that's not good, Al. So we lost Bobby Duncombe Jr. Now we lost Catherine O'Hara. We lost Lamont from Sanford and Son. I think we lost a couple people last week. So 2026 is not starting. It's starting pretty much at like the last few years when a lot of people that we know and love are dropping like flies. So hopefully no big ones coming up for the rest of this year. But you can't when your number is up, your number is up. So even if your number shouldn't be up right now, but we never know when God's gonna call a number, and whether you're ready or not. You gotta go. And that's that. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the Royal Rumble. And until next time. Peace.